The NAS100 market totally flipped around this past week, and congratulations to the Profitable Traders Academy member LaKiesha for catching a 200 pip or 200 point move on the NAS100 market, and then also an additional one for 185 points inside of the market, totaling 385 points. So congratulations, most definitely. So if you're looking to potentially catch moves like that inside of the NAS100 market, then keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to break down my entries, exits, and profit targets for this market. And let's just go ahead and hop into the charts. Let me clean up some of this stuff because I was doing some analysis this past week for people inside of the Profitable Traders Academy. All right, cool. So now it's looking clean as usual. Let's just go ahead and look at the weekly time frame. And the market just closed a few minutes ago. So let's go ahead and see how the market ended for this past week. So this past week, we can clearly see that the market closed this really strong bullish engulfing candle. However, it did not pass the wick of this candle, but it will be interesting to see how things continue for next week, especially given the fact that we do have CPI, all these tariff talks, and whatever craziness inside of the market. So we just have to be flexible and just see how things play out and be patient. That was one of the key things that LaKiesha did. She was patient when it came to her setup and was able to take advantage of them when they appeared inside of the market. So if you've taken a trade and you're looking for some feedback on your trade, maybe you took a trade and it was successful and you want to know what you should do right in order to continue that success, and you have no one to talk to give you some valid feedback, then go ahead and check out the Express Trade Review in the comment section below, because in that you'll get my personalized review. You'll also get some tips and things that I use in order to find profitable trades. I tend to have this turned around within 48 hours. So you could be able to use the information for your next trade. And you'll also get a PDF where I'll share with you the top 3 things that I look for every time before taking a trade that really emphasizes the entries that I take inside of the market. Go ahead and click in the description box below and look for the Express Trade Review, so that way you can get your trades reviewed by a professional. I want you to have the same success. So looking at this candle, this is a really strong candle, almost 1,000 points inside of the NAS100 market. So I want to see if that continues potentially into next week. So let's just go ahead and go to the daily time frame. And since we already have some levels here from last week, if you want to see how I drew these, then go ahead and go back about 3 videos and find this NAS100 markup. If not, I'm just going to call out the levels right here. So one thing I see right here is a level at 23,711. And then we have some other levels in here for right now. I'm just going to get rid of them because this is the daily time frame, and this is the candle that closed today. You can see that it closed perfectly right here at this level at 23,421. So I'm going to keep that level for now. And then there's another level right here at 23,302. And then our next level is going to be at 23,227. And then down here, the level is at 22,000, roughly 929, really close to 30. And then we have another level down here at 22,715. Okay, and then if we look a little bit further down, we do see another level at 22,417. And then this last level that I'm going to call out for this video is at 22,191. So price has a long way to get down here, so we're not going to call that out. We want to focus on most recent price action. So going to the H4 time frame so we can see a lot more data and make more sense of this. Go ahead and zoom in. Oh, this was some analysis from last week. All right, cool. So we can see a really nice retracement pattern happening here inside of the market. We can see that there was some sort of resistance before, and now here in the H time frame, I just want to make an adjustment to this level here. I do see a nice support here. So now it's sitting at 23,415. Didn't really move all that much. And this is a level that has been maintained inside of the market. So it's really important to look at the precision of these charts, as I am giving this to you totally for free because you see that price respected this 23,303 roughly level really nicely this past week. Actually, that was just yesterday when this candle formed and that candle formed. So really nicely. And looking down here, there's nothing I want to change on this time frame. Let's go to the H2 time frame. Nothing else I want to change. All right. So on the H2, we can see see this nice level still holding, still holding. Yeah, I want to keep that right there. Let's see if I just move this up just a little bit. I just want to move this yellow level up just a little bit in order to line up more perfectly with more recent price action. Now we're sitting at 23,316, so did not move all that much. And we do have this level here. I want to, actually, I really want to keep that. But let me see how this looks. Yeah, I'm going to keep it where I had it. I really like this level right there. And then this right here. So since we have some newer price action from this past week, I'm actually going to take this level and move it up just a little bit. I'm actually going to make this zone just a little slimmer as well. So now this is sitting at 22,948, really close to 22,950. I've created another community here on School called Consistent Profitable Traders. And if you want to join, you can go to school.com/traders in order to join this free membership. I have a number of things here inside of the community. You can see that the community is growing. There are people being added almost every single day. And then inside of the classroom, I do have some things here. I'm constantly adding new things, new resources for new traders. And if you go over to the calendar, then you'll see that I have a monthly call with everybody inside of this group. So if you want to join this community, go ahead and go to school.com/traders and I'll see you there. So that is looking good. And then this level is looking really nice because we have all these different candles that tapped into this the week prior. So still looking good on the H2. Let's go to the H1 and see if there's something that we need to refine, and just giving it a quick scan. Yes, I do want to move this level down a bit. So now we're moving just a little bit more to 23,305. And this is still looking good. Okay, great. So now we're at the point where we can get into our analysis. But before we do that, if you want to have a clean and easy way in order to set up your charts similar to what I have here, go ahead and look in the description box and download the 5-minute fast track guide, where basically I will walk you through what I do step by step in order to get charts that look like this, that are precise, that are accurate, because you're showing up here week after week. There has to be something that's working. So go ahead and check that out in the description box, and you will get that guide as soon as you fill in the details. So let's continue with our analysis. So looking at this, the market just closed. We're really close to a resistance here. And one of the things that I want to mark off here, let me get a little trend line, is this little area right here, because I see that price came to this zone a couple of times. So this zone is at 23,482. And I also see another level here at 23,561. So this is more of, if you're looking for more zones to potentially trade from, this is how I would see the market, especially because this was a previous resistance. Price could potentially come back to this before pushing up. So that's one idea there that I have for this market. And of course, price could retrace even further to this level or retrace even further to this level. So as long as I think it maintains this level right here, then it could be a good opportunity for a continuation. You just have to wait and see, of course. And I pretty much wouldn't be looking for any sales unless I was looking for a short-term short. And what that would look like, I would actually be below this key level right here. So below here. And then it'll be a little tricky because this zone from here to here is not all that large. It's only 72 points. So it's an opportunity, of course, but if I wanted to be a bit more safe, I would wait really until price was below that zone, and I would target this level of 22,942 roughly for a potential 285 point move inside of this market. So basically this in here is not worth it to me. So this move right here would be the move that I would be looking for if I was looking for a counter trend trade. And that is pretty much my game plan for now for this NAS100 market. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, because we're currently dropping videos 3 times per week, and that's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So go ahead and subscribe, and then also go ahead and comment the word pullback inside of the comment section below to let me know that you are still with me in this video and that you've appreciated this analysis. I'll see you next time.